Only the lives of certain people seem to matter, right? Only the lives of certain people seem to matter. Feed the people. I would sit here and do this like all freaking day. When I tell people, I would stand here and do this for as long as I could. All right? 100%. 100%. The fact that this is going on for as long as it's been going on and we've been paying for it, every single one of these folks who are A-OK on board, understand where your souls will be. Understand where your souls are going to be. Understand where the souls of your next generation and your heirs are going to be for engaging in such heinous behavior. For going with the scenario that it's all Kamas. Like Kamas, Kamada olives, Kamas, you're also full of it. You're doing this as a proxy to acquire the sources that are on beneath that land. That's what you're doing. And the Arab nations who are horizontal and have co-signed with this, the shaitan is with you all, and it's going to stay with all of you who allowed this to happen. Every single one of you. And all of your generations are going to be filled with shaitan in their mind, in their heart, and running through on their skin for what you were allowed to do. September 11th was pre-planned. September 11th was planned because of what we have done. What we have done to other countries, okay? What we have done to other countries, the fact that those planes were not thwarted and prevented is just one part of the puzzle. One part of the puzzle. So collateral damage came to the USA the first time, okay, on that magnitude prior to other attempts that were made, okay? So, yeah. The way that certain people were warned not to be in Lower Manhattan that day, certain groups of people were warned. You have to understand in this life that we are all connected. We are all connected. So, people that see things beyond what other people see, I'm not Mrs. Cleo, but I had a premonition of that happening, not that exact scenario, but along those lines. I have it written down, May 26th, no, it was May 26th of 2001. Yep. I had an awake vision. They just come to me. And what I saw was carnage, people running, screaming, explosives, smoke, fire, mayhem, total mayhem. And well, then it was successful for the intent. It was carnage and devastation to the families. But that enveloped into so much hatred for Arabs, Islamic community, East Asian community. Yep. And if you have a scapegoat, okay, it's like the boss owns the company. The boss owns the company, he runs everything, he has his minions to delegate. Okay? Now through those delegations from the boss, those minions are the ones relaying the message, the orders. So now when it crumbles, the minions are the ones who also crumble. Not the boss. Because then the boss says to the minions, well, if you saw the scenario, you should have used your better judgment to modify it. That's how they think. That's how people think. And I learned that as a young kid, seeing how people manipulate. Yep. The manipulation manifestation brought to you by the Aryan nation. Yeah, it's a poem that I wrote. It's a text. So that was planned. The funding that became available after that was already set aside for this. These things don't just happen isolated. Okay, let's put it this way. If you're a leader, you are going to map out things for, you're looking ahead 25 years. You're looking ahead progressively, if you're progressive as far as advancement goes. If you're stagnant, because the people that are, 2 million on your campaign, you get 5 million, you get 3 million. No, you don't get a car, you just get cash. As long as you dance to their songs, okay, then you're up there, rah, you're up there. So all this stuff is pre-planned. 100%. 100%. So no, that's your mother, your name. Thank you. Well, see what this person wrote? Now, what this person here is trying to make me say a word, right? Right. You see what he wrote, YouTube? Sweetie pie. Before you try to pull something over on somebody, take a look in the mirror, okay? Keep it moving, bud. Keep it moving. Anyway, fools are fools. Fools are fools, and they sit behind keyboards with one hand. Oh. Tension convention. Go look in the mirror. Go see if mama's busy, okay? Yeah, everything is all pre-planned. Everything is all pre-planned, people. And if you don't think it is, well, think again. The same way that bad foods will disrupt. Okay, let's put it this way. Foods that are given to kids, okay? Say a formula with the wheat and the soy. If a child does not have that type of capability, the enzymes in their digestive, and I was one of those kids. I always had chronic digestive because I was allergic to wheat. Nobody knew about wheat. I didn't hear about wheat gluten intolerance until I was like in my 30s, 30, maybe 35. Understanding about wheat and all that. So it's pre-planned, it's predestined. It's like a cookie cutter. It's like when they made Kool-Aid. They made Kool-Aid knowing that those chemicals will cause adverse reactions, will cause hyperactivity, because what do you mix Kool-Aid with? A glucose. So you create tooth decay, you create hyperactivity, you put low-income people, moderate people in in housing projects, in condensed areas, but also build the towers to emit incineration. Okay? Greenpoint. My stepdad worked for sanitation. Like I said, I was counting money since I was a kid. Now, I was watching people count money. Money makes the world go round. Money makes the world go round. Any person who works for the city of New York, if you work in any kind of tour job, more than likely you're going to have a second gig. The city doesn't pay, but you'll have your health insurance. Like I was taught as a kid, what do you think? You're going to find gold in the street? That's from my stepfather. You think you're going to find gold in the street? Because I wanted to go to Juilliard and I wanted to just work as a server to do my creations and all that. And he was like, I said, kid, wake up! No. I knew what I had to do. I knew it because, like I said, I was going to go to the military. My mother wouldn't allow me to go. That's another story. After I had my son, she was like, nope, I'm not taking him and I don't want nothing to happen to you. Nope. Ma, it's only 2 months. Nope. So I guess my mother knew that, no, times are turbulent, a female minority in the military, all males. No, you ain't going, kid. Too bad. So any case, yeah, everything is predestined, people. Everything is predestined. Don't think that it's not. Everything is predestined, and government is not going to do anything. They're going to, okay, they have the ideology that, okay, yeah, everybody, you have to do it for yourself. But while you're doing it for yourself, if you're working for a company that doesn't offer you health insurance, how are you gonna go see a doctor? Are you gonna donate your kidney if you need like a surgery? Are you gonna have them siphon off all your blood so you can pay for medical care? No, you're going to need a government assistance program unless you have the resources to pay $1,000 a month for health insurance. Okay? Yeah. Universal health care should be mandatory, should be absolutely mandatory. And like I said, and I'll repeat it, for those who have been on board, they're, they're all for this project 2025. Wow. You see like this piece of tinfoil? Tinfoil transforms. It comes out, right? Comes out, it's nice, smooth, and straight, right? And then you would either cover your food or whatever you're going to store, right? And then it changes, right? So, these changes are acceptable because this is something that is utilized. But when you're making changes to benefit only you and your pocket, and you're not benefiting the people, well, this is what we do. We go like this, and we say, bye-bye, bye-bye. Yeah. There'll be big changes coming, people, big changes. And what gets me the most, right? Well, actually, MAGA people are riled. MAGAs, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because, okay, let's put it this way. Children's beauty pageants where young, beautiful little girls, I don't know, maybe they have boys too now, who knows, are exploited and dressed up to look like adults, grown women, with suggested posing and winking and all that. Who runs all that, honey? Who runs all that? Yeah. There. Yeah. So for those of you who are trying to cover up the pedophiles, the perfidos, because you can't say certain words, the perfidos, because you may be in the mix, the gig is up. The gig is up. Because it's all going to come out. It's all going to come out. Everything. And I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Yep. And we have billions and billions that we could send to have people not be able, that sound, that vibration, what it's doing to people. Remember where your souls and the souls of your heirs are going to be. Every one of you who are on board with this, each and every one of you. Yep. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. Yeah. This person here, what a joke. Oh, look at this. You're reported. Have a good day. Tell your where you came from. Go talk to them. Everybody have a good day. Stay hydrated. Bye.